So 2023, paper 2, question 3. So find the area of the triangle with the following vertices. Now, what we know about finding the area of a triangle in coordinate geometry, so this question is the line or coordinate geometry question. We do have a formula. So page 18 is where you find formulas for this chapter. And you'll notice the formula for the area of a triangle is half, and then it's the absolute value x1, y2 minus x2, y1. Now, the problem with this one is you can only ever insert 2 points. And here, of course, you have 3. So the way around that is you send one of the points to 0, 0, and then you send the other ones accordingly in the same fashion. Now, it doesn't matter which one you send to 0, 0. So pick the one I think that's, that's easiest for yourself. So the idea is this. If I have the area of a triangle somewhere and I move that triangle, even though it's in a different place, the area of the triangle, the amount of space that takes up, does not change. So that's why it still works in its new location. So I'm going to move this one purely because one of the coordinates is already 0. So if I want to move this to 0, 0, how would I do that? So there's no change to the x coordinate. I have to go down 11 for the y coordinate. Now, what I have to do is I have to mimic that change in the others. So in the 4, 6 and the -3, -1. So the x part doesn't change because that's what the little map there in blue tells us. But for the y coordinate, I'm supposed to go down 11. So if I'm at 6 and I want to go down 11, that brings us to -5. And if I'm at -1 and I go down 11, it brings me to -12. So what I do is I now use the 2 points that I have here and here. So in other words, I ignore the 0, 0. And I label x1, y1, x2, y2, and they're the ones that I'm filling into the formula. So I'm putting in a 4, y2 is -12, minus x2 is -3, y1 is -5. So I calculate this out to get my area. So that's -48 minus, and that's going to be +15. So in other words, I have -48 minus 15. Now that's -63, but the whole point of the absolute value symbol is that we don't take -63 as minus, we take it as the positive version of it. So half of 63. So when I do half of 63, I get 31.5. Now, I'm not given any units, so I'm just going to write units squared. And I'm done. In the next part, we're given A and B, and there's an unknown in A and an unknown in B. We're told there are 2 points, and K and L are part of a rational set. And we're asked to show that the midpoint is. So the minute I hear midpoint, I again go to page 18. And I write down my formula for midpoint. x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So I'm going to label my points, my -1k and my 5l. I'm just going to label them x1, y1, x2, y2. And I'm hoping I get the answer as it should be here. So x1 is -1 plus 5. All over 2. And then I have y1, which is k, plus y2, which is l, all over 2. Now that gives me 4 over 2, k plus l over 2. So that is 2, comma, k plus l over 2, which is exactly what I was asked to show. So job done for that question.